Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Apuborama, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new sports car added into Grand Theft Auto Online, the Grotti Itali GTO Stinger TT. I've been meaning to review this car, but I've been a little bit sidetracked talking about the new weaponized Canada, and as well, the new jet. But here we are, and I actually think the car looks pretty nice. It's based off the Ferrari Aroma in real life. We're going to go send it to our Clips Boulevard garage. Now, is it worth $2.4 million? That is the golden question for today's video, so I guess we're gonna find out. Alright, well, here it is. I actually really like that front grille design. It's just like the car in real life, and it's really sleek, yet a bit aggressive. The only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is the back design as of right now. My guess is when it's fully upgraded, I'm not going to mind it as much, especially with a big ol' wing on the back, but at least as of right now, it's kind of bare bones stock on the back, so hopefully we can change that. I also got to be honest, that is the lamest pop-up spoiler I've ever seen. That thing is absolutely tiny, but I'm guessing that we're going to be able to change that. So let's start off with our base upgrades like armor, brakes, all that stuff. We got a couple bumper upgrades here, which, wow, that's really not a lot of upgrades. All right, let's do the carbon bumper. And for the back, not a lot of upgrade options here as well. I mean, we got a decent chunk of them, but it doesn't seem to do all too much to the car. I think I'm going to go for the trim racer diffuser out of the options here. I definitely like that one the most. Let's do an EMS engine upgrade level 4, and we can do some exhaust. I do like those carbon copper exhausts, but as I say for every video, titanium are some of my favorite exhausts. We got some grill options, and ew, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like those options. Let's go take a look at the respray really quick before we get into some of the other upgrades, because I do want to see what the car looks like first before we put some of the upgrades on. So we got white stripes, which are going to be the same as the blue stripes, red stripe, a yellow stripe, Italian rally division. I'm not a huge fan of that rally division one, to be honest. We've got 07 Racing, which appears to be a white stripe with the 7, camo, Narc 20, fade away, and Knuckle Duster Sport. That one's actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna go for any of these. I'm very tempted, yeah, I think I'm gonna do the blue stripes. I just think that's a very, very nice livery stripe. You know what? After spending more time than I want to admit looking at the paint, I actually think I'm going to stick with just the base white. I really think that Ferraris actually stand out with a nice white, and the livery with the blue actually matches really, really well. I couldn't find a lot of colors that match the blue stripes, but I wanted to make it work, so yeah, this might be my first car that I have out of all my garage. This is actually just a simple ice white paint job for the primary color, but I actually think it looks cool, and I'm trying to be different, so yeah, I think that one actually looks nice. Overall, I gotta say that the stock grille is just the best option. Like, these other options just don't look as good in my opinion. So we're gonna stick with that stock grille. We got some hood options here, and I do like that GT hood. It actually looks nice with this white here, especially because of the way the blue livery sticks out on it. So that's not too bad. We got some other options like the vanity hood. Not a huge fan of that. This one's not bad. I do actually like the street hood, but I think I'm going to stick with the GT hood. I think that one actually looks really, really nice with the car. Let's do some xenon lights as usual. We already did our livery option and our respray, so I don't need to waste any more time on that. I think we're going to do, yeah, let's go for a black license plate. Sometimes white look good on a white car, but it's a little bit better, I think, looking black for this one. So now we got some secondary colors, and I'm thinking about doing these trim exclusive skirts. I think that actually looks really, really nice. We got some other options here. Oh, you know what? That one's pretty simple too, and I like that a bit. But yeah, let's go for the trim exclusive skirts. I think that one looks really nice with that subtle blue, trying to match the blue up on the livery there. We got some splitter options. We got a dark blue splitter we can do. Ooh, that one looks nice too. I'm gonna go for, I think that one. There's some other options here, and yeah, they just don't look as good. Okay, let's go for the trim GT racer splitter. That one looks really nice. We got some spoiler options. We have the exclusive secondary wing. I'm not the biggest fan of that one. We got the carbon wing. We've got the carbon high-level wing. Ooh, that's a big wing. I might go for that one. Yeah, all these other options are pretty mediocre, I'll be honest. This one isn't bad. I actually don't mind this one that much, but I'm not going to go with it. I don't really like the way it meshes with it. We're going to go for the carbon high-level GT wing. You got to have a big wing sometimes. So we're going to go for that one. Let's do suspension lowered. Let's do our transmission and finish it off with the turbo. Well, just like that, we have finished the car. So let's actually take a look at what it looks like here. You know what? That actually looks really nice, I'm not going to lie. I did not expect to like this car as much as I did once it was fully upgraded, but I think that hood design is actually really dang sweet. And even though this car doesn't have the most upgrades, it's actually actually still pretty good. I like the way that side looks, and that spoiler actually makes the car look a lot better. It hides a lot of that basicness on the back. So yeah, I'm actually a fan of how this car looks. But the most important thing about this vehicle is how it drives. So that is exactly what we're going to be finding out. Here we are on a perfectly good stretch of highway, and let's see just how fast the Grotti Italy GTO Stinger TT can go. That is a long name to say, but wow, okay, this thing's actually really fast. We are already going upwards of 128. Okay, this might be in the top, actually this is definitely in the top 10 fastest sports cars in the game. Already going 133, and okay, so we already dipped below 133, so it seems like this car's top speed is 132, 131 miles per hour. That is really, really fast for a base top speed. Wow, okay, this is in the top 10 fastest sports cars at this point, but there is one very important thing that you want to have with top speed, and that is handling. So let's actually find out how this car handles. You know what? Just swerving the car back and forth, it actually seems to grip the road really well. No problems whatsoever. This might be a contender for one of the best sports cars in the game. To see just how fast this car is and its overall handling, we're going to be using it on a very, very special racetrack. This is the same racetrack that Bruffy1322 uses. For any of you that don't know who he is, he essentially has this whole database of how cars' lap times and top speeds correlate and where they rank upon each other. So this is a very, very good test track to actually see where this car ranks, and I guess we'll find out. So right now, just trying to drive this car without crashing, because that's obviously the main goal here. Oh, that was a sharp corner, but we're all good. All right, put on the brakes, get around this corner. All right, nice. No tire spin whatsoever there. We had a teeny bit at the end, but nothing that we should have to worry about. All right, put on the brakes here, get around this corner. Nice. All right, keep on going. Around this corner. Let's take this one wide so we don't crash into those pylons there. All right, and now we just got to get around this corner here, which should be pretty easy to do. Hug the corner tight, full speed ahead. Nice. Okay, so we're at about 44 seconds on the clock so far, which is not too bad at all. And I think that this is actually a pretty good lap already. I think this is only like my second lap, but not a bad lap at all. Let's roll around this corner. Nice. Give it some gas. All right, all good. And just like that, I think that this is a pretty good lap. I don't know exactly how quick we finished it because I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, I actually think that's a pretty good lap. So let's finish up the rest of this race, and I'm going to see what that lap time was. As you can see, I was able to achieve a lap time of 1 minute, 1 second, 0.591. So now with that lap time we've been able to achieve, we can compare it to other sports cars that have been raced on that exact same course to see where it ranks on the overall echelon of cars. So Comet SR got a 1 minute, 1.962, and the Amorgan got a 1 minute, 1.327. So it's not better than the Amorgan, but it is better than the Comet SR. So the Comet SR is currently the 9th best sports car in lap time, which means that at least to the lap time I've been able to achieve, this car is the 9th best sports car, and the Comet SR is now the 10th best. So that's actually pretty dang solid when it comes to lap time, I'm not gonna lie. So there you have it. This is the Grotti Italy GTO Stinger TT. Honestly, I'm quite surprised with how well this sports car handles and its overall top speed. I will still say that vehicles like the Ocelot Pariah are still higher up on lap time and overall top speed, but still, this is a pretty impressive car for what it is. I think it looks really nice, and it's actually a pretty solid vehicle. Do I think it's worth the $2.4 million? Actually, yeah. It's very rare for me to say vehicles are worth the price tag, but when you get a car that's solid in lap time, handling, and top speed, it's actually a pretty solid buy. So at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think about this car in the comments down below. If you'd like to see more content like this, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.